Active Pet freeze-dried dog food expensive? Absolutely, it's really expensive because the food in here is human grade, it's high protein, high quality, which means it's really, really expensive. And it's when you compare it to commercial dog food, it's easy to see why commercial dog food is so cheap and easy to buy on a really tight budget. So for example, our freeze-dried dog food here is 56% protein. Now, you will not find a kibble or any commercial dog food that is 56% protein, and the protein is high quality human grade protein. So this is why it's very expensive, because if you go to a supermarket and try and buy a huge amount of human quality meat and proteins, it's going to cost a lot of money. Combined with the fruits, the vegetables, the wheatgrass, the turmeric, things like this which go into this, it's a really high quality dog food. But yes, it is expensive, especially when you're comparing to something like kibble, which is low quality from a protein and nutrient perspective, and also high in carb. I should say this is actually extremely low in carb. It doesn't have any fillers or any grains added to it at all. So as well as being high in protein and extremely nutrient dense, it's low carb and extremely good for your dog. Now, if this bag is too expensive and you're like, no, too expensive, we highly recommend raw feeding or homemade recipes for your dog. That's our preference. That's how we started with little Maxie here. But sometimes raw feeding, you're busy, you could be away, and this is why we created freeze-dried, so you had a convenient way to feed raw, but it wasn't kibble. Now, if you are looking to feed raw, or you do feed raw, it's really, really important to know that you have to feed a balanced diet, because your dog will be malnourished if they're not, and that's often referred to as the AAFCO guidelines. So our recipes here are all created from our pet nutritionists, and we have lots more on the website as well. This book is jammed not just full of recipes, but also information about raw feeding or home feeding, and how you can really prolong the health and the life of your dog as well. So if you're not keen on, or you can't afford to feed freeze-dried because it is expensive, please check out homemade recipes. You can look on our website, you can check out our book. A lot of people will either use our freeze-dried food as a complete meal, or if they do want to make it go further, they will use it as a topper to the raw feeding recipes in here, or to their existing dog food. So it's just really a great way to get that extra nutrition boost into your dog, because just like us, just like humans, we know that good nutrition helps us live a longer, healthier and happier life. So as far as I'm concerned, for my dog, or my dogs, I'm all about how can I kind of give them the best nutrition, or as most nutrition as possible. So hopefully these offerings that we have here, as well as all the free information on our website and in our community, will really help empower you to make the best choices so that your dog can get the best nutrition possible.